Cornell notes are an excellent way to take your note-taking skills to a totally different level. Whether you're in class, listening to a lecture, or you're watching a video online, or just reading your assigned readings, Cornell notes really help you synthesize and process the information in a much better way. Research has shown that the act of writing is really important for not only retaining information, but to also process it in a very cognitive way. Therefore, note-taking is a very critical skill that is essential for all students and all learners. The most effective way to good note-taking is 3 ways. First, identify specific keywords. The best way to identify keywords is to see if there are any specific words or concepts that constantly get repeated in the lecture or in your notes. Second is to identify key verbs. Look for specific action verbs such as analyze, synthesize, coordinate, because these words or these actions will help you understand the relationships between these specific keywords or concepts. The third important skill is to create your own language when you take notes. What that means is to create a list of abbreviations or specific keywords that you can use within your notes. These help you to really shorten the content in your notes, and thus they do not become bulky or repetitive. Effective ways to take Cornell notes. The first step to do is to divide your page into 3 parts. The first section is the content. This is where you list down specific action verbs and key concepts that you're listening and hearing within the lecture or observing in the notes. The content section is where you gather the bulk of your notes. This section will help you recall the specific note session, the lecture, and then process the information further. The second section is the cue section. This can be filled either during the class session or right after your lecture. In this section, you process the content and convert them into specific questions. The questions listed in the cue section can be of 2 different kinds. First, you could either list questions for concepts that you either need to learn, or second, convert the content into specific actionable questions. The final section of the Cornell note-taking system is the summary section. It's important to reflect on what you've learned, and these reflections and learning points, clear takeaways from the specific content is what we summarize in the summary section. I hope you will give Cornell notes a try and hope they give you a hand in your learning process.